Hello, my friends. I'm in the middle of a personal crisis. Yeah, it's 43 degrees outside, and I've been riding around because I have to run errands. I have to have my windows down. I'm freezing. It's awful. I know what you're saying. Well, put your coat on. It's in the back. I just pulled over for a minute. I'm holding my nose. You see, my husband and I went on a car date the other day. And we went to lunch, and we went and had the most amazing tacos. And we went through a drive-through and got beans and rice and tacos and salsa. It was delicious, let me tell you. We put all of our trash back into the little bags, the little plastic bag. Why did that seem like a hard word? I say plastic bag all the time. But anyway, we tied it all up, and I threw it in the back seat, and we went about our day. Problem is, when we got home, we forgot to take that out of the back seat. Fast forward 4 or 5 warm days. My Jeep has been in the garage. Haven't had to take it. Husband's truck has been in the back. We've just been taking the truck. I hop into the car to go somewhere, and I'm like, "Whoa." My mind immediately thought, there's a dead rat in my Jeep. I don't know why I went to dead rat, but I legitimately knew something that smelled that bad had to be a dead rat. Well, my husband was outside, so I honk, 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 and I call him over, and he's on the phone, and I'm like, something stinks in here. And he's like, you stink? And I go, no, something stinks in here. And he's like, hold on a minute, hold on. What's wrong? And I said, something stinks in the Jeep. He tells his friend on the phone, hey, I'll have to call you back. Stacy's got a crisis. Number 4,716 million. And we've only been married 40 years. So he hangs up, and I said, you start in the back. Here's what I was really thinking. I'm going to pretend like I'm looking, but I'm not really going to look because I was afraid of what I would find. I was convinced I knew I was going to pull up the floor mat, and there was going to be my arch nemesis, dead and crispy and crunchy under my floor mat. So I'm like, okay, you start in the back. And I opened the back door here, and I was just going to give it a glance over. Oh, I don't see anything. No, immediately I saw our trash from our last lunch date. I said, call off the search. No dead rat. Just left over. I tell you what, it's amazing what our sense of smell does to us, because now as I'm driving around, I'll be just doing fine, and all of a sudden I'll catch a waft of that, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sick. So I'm driving around today at, as I stated, 43 degrees with all my windows open. I'm trying to air out the dead rat smell in my Jeep. Oy, the pressures of life are so tough. Yeah, and here's the deal. Of all my senses, my nose is probably my strongest. Yeah, I don't know why. I literally, one time I walked into my house and I told my husband, I smell a mouse. There's a mouse in the house. He goes, you can't smell a mouse. I go, oh, you can smell a mouse. Yeah, we were first married, and he thought, oh my God, I married a wing dinger. Yeah, real wing dinger there. Guess what? That night, because of my intense fear of mice, I stayed up all night, and my blanket was up, and I'm like, I smell a mouse. I know he's in here. Literally, I hear it. Squeak, squeak. I elbow my, bless his heart, young married husband all those many years ago, and I go, I told you there was a mouse. I flipped on all the lights, and I jumped back in bed because petrified of mice. And I said, he's in that closet. And my husband's like, dear Lord, if I look in the closet, will you go back to sleep and leave me alone? And I'm like, absolutely, but you're going to find a mouse. He moved a pair of boots, and guess what? Boop, there was the mouse. Never again did he discount the power of the schnoz. Yeah, I can walk into a room, and I'm the first one to go, oh, do you smell that? And I can usually break it down to the most hidden under sense. You know, it's like, oh, somebody goes, well, I smell a hamburger. And I go, it has pickles, mayonnaise, and sesame seeds. My nose is very specific. Yeah. Now, I know how important my sense of smell is to me. I mean, it protects me from, I think I smell fire. I think I smell a gas leak. I mean, there have been, it's a safety measure, but it also can be a burden, because I'm also the first one to go, did somebody forget their deodorant? Yeah. But because of that, I carry in my Jeep with me a little deodorant, a little mouthwash. I don't know, that sense of smell. My daughter had the COVID last year, and she lost her sense of smell. The thought of that caused me to kind of panic a little, because I thought, I depend on my sense of smell for so many things. It leads me to the good foods. It leads me to the bad foods and away from. It literally guides me. That's why it sticks out farthest, I guess. But my daughter said her greatest problem was she couldn't tell when her little one had a poopy diaper. She goes, you depend on your sense of smell to tell you, oh, time to change the diaper. Yeah. She said her other little one would go, ooh, sissy smells. She had to depend on his sense of smell to alert her. Yeah. It's amazing how important the sense of smell is. And you don't realize it until it's gone. Or in my case, until you have it. And it's so acute. Not cute, acute. Yeah. My sense of acute smell is making me drive around today with my windows down. Probably going to have frostbite. But, oh well. It's better than gagging. It's like you see me at the stop sign and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, so I just rolled down the window. Ooh, I just realized if their window's down, do they think that smell is coming from me? Oh, Lord. It's a tough day. Pray for me.